Let's talk. Do you know that some of you women have never dated a man before? You have been dating boys. Yeah. I hear a lot of women complain sometimes. My man did not do this. My man asked me to do this. Many women date boys thinking that they are men. A man is not just somebody who carries manhood around. That's a boy. The only way you can define a boy is by his organ, which is his manhood. They call it a penis. But the way you can redefine a boy into a man is his manhood and the ability to carry responsibility. Boys don't carry responsibility, only men do. So maturity for a man is the act of being responsible, being able to carry responsibility. That's how you switch from being a boy to a man. It's not by number, it's not by age, it's not by organ or by the size of your manhood. So many of you have actually been dating boys in the name of men. Now let me ask you a question like I used to ask most of my women. If a man do not carry his responsibility, what is he supposed to be doing for you? I'm asking you again. Now, first of all, people used to say, no, we are sharing the responsibility. We are doing. What is responsibility? Responsibility is, first of all, knowing your role. Knowing what you're supposed to do at a particular time. Knowing that you have a role to play, then play it. Some some boys do not even know that they have a responsibility. That's why you see them say, I beg. It's 50-50. Let a woman work for herself. When you see boys, you know them. That's a boy. His thinking faculty is not still there. They don't believe that they're supposed to take care of people. We're not even talking about your girlfriend or your wife. We're talking about having this understanding that you are supposed to carry responsibility. And that's what makes you work. Even the Bible said a man is going to suffer before he gets something to eat. Responsibility. It's not your job as a woman. Your job as a woman is not to carry a woman's responsibility. Your job as a woman is to reduce a man's responsibility. Do you hear what I said? Your job as a woman is not to carry a man's responsibility. Your job as a woman is to reduce his responsibility. What do we mean by reduction? It simply means that you are going to be there to help. You're a helpmate. You are an assistant. Before you can help somebody, it simply means the person has been doing something. Before you can assist somebody, it simply means there is something that is being done. Then you came into the picture to put a helping hand. You are not supposed to start it. You are supposed to continue. That's the problem we have in Africa. A lot of men will come and say, when you go outside the Western world, women do things 50-50. Women share bills. And I ask you a question. Outside the Western world, do men and women have the same capacity? In Africa here, men tend to have the higher hands. But when you travel outside the country, women tend to have the higher hands. That's why when you travel to some parts of the country, if you have misunderstanding with your wife, they kick you out of the house. You leave everything you have. So I'm talking about Africa as a whole and our culture. Because the men want so much from women. Yes, they don't want to give anything. You want so much respect. You want to command so much. You want to turn her to your slave, your cook, your chef, your everything. Yet you don't want to take responsibility of her. You don't want to take care of her. It simply means you are using the person. To whom much is given, much is expected. You can't be asking for these things, expect a woman to enslave herself. She does all these things for you and still come and provide for you. No. During the days of our fathers, if we want to go back to our mothers' days, our fathers provided the little they had for our parents. Yes, no matter how many wives a man marries, he takes care of them. It was our fathers that gave our mothers farm. If they didn't have so much money, they give them a farm to at least go and be planting something. But they gave them a farm. People need to unlearn this rubbish you have learned. And for the women, they need to be able to understand and categorize the difference between a boy and a man. Because many of you date boys and call them men just because they have a manhood. No, you are dating a lot of male children, boys. Now, it's having the understanding that it is your duty that makes you want to work hard. A lot of men have been lazy, have become gigolos, have become woman rapper because the women make them comfortable. That's the truth. Because the men do not have this understanding that it is their responsibility. You're responsible for at least people. That's what makes you a mature person. That's why it looks as if when you get to a particular stage, people are asking you never marry. Because people understand that when you carry responsibility, you are mature, you are more, at least you are thinking straight. You know you are working for people. When you see a young guy that doesn't have any responsibility and a man that has responsibility, you will tell from their attitude. Their thinking faculty is different. Where they are going to is different. That's the struggle for every woman. So I'm urging every woman out there to be able to identify the difference between a man and a boy. Stop dating boys. They are just for fuck. All they want is to collect, sap all your energy and dump you. You need to be able to categorize the difference between a man and a boy. I love you guys. Mwah.